Saturday. So we are going to do a nice and gentle yoga flow. My body is sore. How are you feeling?
Sore and excited.
So yeah, we're going to do a nice gentle yoga flow and yeah, finish the week off strong, and then we have a rest day tomorrow and we're almost finished the challenge. Right, should we get into it?
Yes.
Cool. So just make your way over onto your mat. Just find a comfortable seated position. And closing down your eyes, I just want you to zone out of the outside world and just check in to your body and your mind. Breathing in and out through the nose, trying to fill your lungs with every inhale and emptying them with every exhale. And before we begin this short flow, I want you to set an intention, or maybe you want to dedicate this practice to someone special in your life. Maybe your intention is to come into this flow with no expectations. Whatever it is, can you use your intention as an anchor to come back to when your mind starts to wander? Opening up your eyes if they were closed and just rolling onto all fours. So wrists stacked underneath your shoulders, knees stacked underneath your hips. We're going to begin with our cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, dropping the belly down to the mat, lifting through the chest. And exhale, pulling your spine towards the sky, rounding through the spine, dropping your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull everything up to the sky. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Just widening your knees, sitting back on your heels, stretching your arms out in front of you. Exhale here. And walking your arms over to the right side, feeling a stretch throughout the left side body. And coming back into the middle. And walking your arms over to the left side, feeling a stretch at the right side. Good. And from here, coming back into your child's pose, walking your hands all the way back up. So you come into a kneeling position, bring your knees together, feet together, and we're just going to lean back, lifting the knees off of the mat, feeling a stretch throughout the front of the ankle. Good. If it feels good for you, you can release the hands from the mat, or you can just stay here. Beautiful. And dropping your knees down, placing your hands on the mat, tucking your toes underneath, sending your hips up and back, pressing your chest towards your thighs, coming into downward facing dog. Good, really lengthening through the spine here, so tailbone facing towards the sky. Worrying less about where your heels are, focusing on where you want to feel the stretch. So the closer your feet are to your hands, the more of a hamstring stretch you're going to feel. The further away your hands are from your feet, the more of a shoulder stretch you'll be able to get. So just check in with your body, what feels good for you today. And when you found your alignment, you're just going to start to pedal out the feet. Walking your downward dog. Observing where you feel tension, where you feel space. And in the areas that you feel tension, I want you to become aware of it and just breathe into it, focusing on opening and releasing that part of the body. Good. Finding some stillness here. We're going to inhale, lift the right leg towards the sky, taking a bend at the knee. opening up the hip. Good. And just drawing circles with the knee, so the knee comes in towards the chest, and open up again. 1, 2, we have one more, and 3. Good. Inhale, straighten that leg again, and exhale back into a downward dog. Beautiful. Let's do the same on the other side. Left leg, inhale. And exhale, open up at the hip. Good. Drawing your circles, knee comes in towards your chest, open the hip. 2. Last one, 3. Inhale, straighten that leg, and exhale, release. We're going to inhale, come into an upward facing dog, so rolling forwards into a plank, coming onto the tops of your feet, thighs off of the mat, pull your shoulders back, lifting through the chest here, head in line with your spine. Good. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. So don't be afraid to readjust your downward dog when you transition from these two poses.
Like me.
And we're going to inhale into an upward dog. And exhale, press back, downward dog. Inhale into upward dog. And melting your chest all the way down to the mat. We're going to come into some Cobra Rolls. So your hands are going to be just beside your rib cage, coming onto your fingertips, pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. Your head is the last thing to come up and the last thing to come down. So we're going to inhale, lift all the way up. And melt your chest all the way down. So head is the last thing to come up. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good. And pressing your hands into the mat, tucking your toes underneath. We're going to press up into a plank. Come all the way up. Good. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, right leg towards the sky. And bringing it through into pigeon on the right side. Good, lifting through the chest here. So you want your hips facing forwards, everything facing in one direction, trying not to come off of the stretch. You want to sit on top of the muscle here. Good, flexing through that right foot. And we're going to come down into sleeping pigeon or recline pigeon. Good. Beautiful. And lifting your chest all the way up. We're going to rotate coming off of the stretch. We did this one in the gym the other day.
Yeah.
Good. And we're going to press our hips forward. So the right hand comes on the outside of the right hip. We're going to press our hips forwards and lifting through the chest as we come up. So we're going to inhale. Looks a little bit like this. And exhale, coming into a seated single leg forward fold. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Coming back into your pigeon, finding that alignment again. Inhale. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Good. We're going to do the same here. Coming into pigeon on the left side. So we're going to inhale, left leg towards the sky. And bring it through into pigeon, lifting through the chest. Again, making sure everything is tracking forwards. So ideally, you want to be feeling the stretch in the left glute or the right hip and the right hip, depending on where you are carrying tension, and coming down into sleeping pigeon. Good. And coming all the way up, inhale. And we're going to roll over. Good. Doing exactly the same on this side. So placing your left hand on the outside of your left hip. We're going to press our hips forwards, lifting through the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Coming back into pigeon on the left side, finding your alignment again. And exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. Good. We're going to take a little walk into a forward fold. So really feeling the weight shifting into your hands with every step forwards, taking your time. Good. Coming all the way into a forward fold, bending your knees if you need to when you get there. Good. Wrapping your hands around your elbows. Just swaying from right to left. Gently. Seeing how that feels. Beautiful. Coming to the top of your mat, you're going to step whichever leg back and rotate your feet so that they're parallel to one another, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So you want to make sure that you are facing the camera so that you can see. Making sure as well that your toes or your feet are parallel. So some people will have their toes slightly pointing out to the sides. You want everything in line with each other. Having your hands out in front for support. I want you to think of a cow tilt with your hips. So a lot of people try to round their spine, or they round their spine in any forward fold because of the tension in your hamstring. So get to a place where you can keep that length in your spine. Think cow tilt with your hips. And we're going to inhale and exhale, melt your chest down, trying to keep that long spine in your forward fold here. So maybe you just move an inch, maybe a centimeter, holding your alignment, focusing on quality. Good. We're going to walk our hands over to the right side. Beautiful. Grounding down into the left hand. We're going to open the right arm up towards the sky, coming into a nice little twist here. And release. Walking your hands over to the left side, grounding down, pressing through the right hand, coming into a twist. Good. And release, coming into the middle. We're going to bend into the right leg, keeping the left leg nice and straight. Feeling a stretch in the inner thigh on the left leg. And switch sides. Good. Let's do 2 more each side. Switch. So use your exhales to try and create some space and length. Other side. And last time. Good. And from here, we're going to come all the way down into a low side lunge or Skandasana. So you're going to come all the way down, toes facing the sky. Good. Using your hands out in front for support, or one behind and one in front, whatever feels better for you. Good.
So tight.
Good. How's that feel?
Tight.
Yeah. Good. And switch sides. So toes facing the sky. Beautiful. And switch. We're just doing one more each side. Breathing. And switch last time. Beautiful. Coming back into your wide-legged forward fold. We're going to make our way into frog. So bring your arms out in front slightly. You're going to come down onto the inside of your thighs. Good. Flexing through your feet and coming down onto your forearms. So you should feel quite an intense stretch in your inner thighs. Are you feeling it? Yes. Good. If you're not feeling it, you need to play around with your alignment. You want your hips really stacked and in line with your knees. Beautiful. Just breathing into it. There's always a temptation when you're in a pose, it's quite difficult or challenging to hold your breath. And what that does is it sends a signal to your body that everything's not okay. So I want you to really come back to the breath, use it to unlock and to try and ease yourself into the pose. When you hold your breath, your body is resisting what is happening. It's fighting it, which makes it harder. Beautiful. So to come out of this pose, we're going to come out really, really nice and slowly. Using your hands for support, you're going to press all the way up and you're just going to pick a side and you press through your feet or your foot and just inch your legs closer together, coming into a kneeling position. Good. And we're going to cross our right leg over our left. Good. Just give yourself a nice little squeeze here. And switch. Just squeeze your legs together when you're in this position. And release. Good. Making your way into a downward dog, however feels comfortable for you. So pressing back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. We're going to walk our feet forwards into a forward fold. And we're going to come all the way down to take a nice deep bend in through your legs. Come all the way down onto the floor. Good. Giving yourself a nice hug here, forehead to your knees. We're going to extend the left leg. So keep the right leg where it is. Inhale here. And exhale, bringing it over to the left, coming into a twist. So you're going to open your arms up, cactusing them. Good. Try to keep your right shoulder blade pressing towards the floor, coming into a twist. So the last thing I want you to do is to really force this knee down. Let gravity do the work here. Good. And inhale, bring the right leg up. Exhale. You're going to bring your hand to your big toe and you're going to extend it towards the sky. Good. Nice little hamstring stretch here. Good. Again, breathing. And let's open it up to the side. Hand to big toe. Try to make sure that your hip isn't lifting. So you can use your arm for support here. Good. Bending through that leg and just releasing it back down. Let's do the same on the side. So bring your left knee into your chest. We're going to inhale here. And we're going to exhale into our twist, keeping that left shoulder blade in contact with the mat. Letting gravity bring that knee down. Breathing in and out through the nose. You can close your eyes if that feels good. And inhale back into the middle. Good. Give yourself a nice little hug here, and we're going to grab the big toe with our left fingers and extend towards the sky. So you want to make sure your hips are square. Good. Yeah, so if you are feeling tension, you can grab your hold of your calf or just above your knee. Good. Just breathing. And let's take it out to the side. Shaking. Good. Breathing. And bend through that leg and release. And last little pose that we're going to finish off with is happy baby. So you're going to bring your right leg to meet your left leg. And we're going to bend through the leg. So you can grab hold of your shins, your calves, your ankle, or the outside of your feet. Pressing your tailbone into the mat is really, really important. Good. And pressing your shoulders, pulling them back towards the mat, really lifting through the chest here. Long spine. And bringing your feet in towards each other, coming into a reclined butterfly. Good. And release. So just coming into a lying down position. Not for a long time. Just relax everything. So relax the muscles in your face. Relax your jaw. Feel every part of you start to melt into the ground. Coming back to your intention that you set at the beginning of this little flow. How did it feel? Was it easy? Was it challenging? See if you can carry this through into the rest of your day. Bring your arms overhead and stretch your arms away from your feet. So pull yourself nice and long. Stretch out. Inhale. And exhale, tuck your knees into your chest. And rock forwards into a seat as we finish. That was nice.
Yeah, my
Yeah?
headache's gone.
Your headache's gone?
Mhm.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm so focused on the pain in my hamstrings.
I love that. Okay, that is it for our flow. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I needed that. My body was feeling very broken. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We smashed that, and I will see you guys on Monday for a HIIT workout. It's gonna be sweaty. You gonna do it? Good. I know that went by so quickly. That was 22 minutes. We've been live for 24 minutes. That's perfect. All right. Have a beautiful weekend, guys. I will see you soon.